Welcome to the Learning Studio, where we explore the laws that shape our planet, industries, and future. In today's episode of our law series, we're diving into one of the most globally impactful and rapidly evolving legal fields, energy law. To explore more topics like this, check out the complete law series playlist linked in the video description below. What laws decide who owns oil and gas beneath the ground? How are governments regulating solar energy, nuclear power, and wind farms? And what happens when energy companies pollute the environment or violate carbon limits? Energy law is where politics, economics, environmental concerns, and public interest all collide, making it one of the most powerful legal tools of our time. What is energy law? Energy law governs the production, distribution, and use of energy, from fossil fuels to renewables. It involves legal frameworks covering oil, gas and coal exploration and licensing, electricity regulation and transmission, renewable energy development, solar, wind, hydro, bioenergy, nuclear energy safety and liability, climate change and carbon emissions law, utility regulation and public access, energy trading, subsidies and taxation. It combines environmental law, international law, administrative law, and property law, often with strong government oversight and global cooperation. Historical background. Energy law took off during the Industrial Revolution, with growing use of coal and steam. Later, oil and gas laws dominated the 20th century, especially after events like the OPEC oil embargo, 1973, the Chernobyl nuclear disaster, 1986, rising concerns about climate change and energy independence. In recent decades, the shift towards sustainable energy and global climate goals has transformed energy law into a tool for planetary survival. Key agreements include the Kyoto Protocol, 1997, the Paris Agreement, 2015, National Net Zero Emission Targets and Carbon Markets. Famous case study, Massachusetts v. Environmental Protection Agency. In this landmark case, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that greenhouse gases are pollutants, and the EPA has the authority to regulate them under the Clean Air Act. This decision transformed environmental and energy regulation, giving the U.S. federal government power to curb emissions from industries, vehicles, and power plants. It also set a legal precedent, followed by many other countries facing climate lawsuits. Why energy law matters today. Energy affects everything: industry, transport, climate, economy, and even geopolitics. Energy law helps nations and companies secure reliable and affordable power, transition to green technologies, manage public-private partnerships, reduce carbon footprints and meet international targets, handle disputes over pipelines, offshore drilling, and cross-border energy trade. With the rise of climate litigation, green hydrogen, and energy justice, this legal field is more crucial than ever. What's next? If you're passionate about sustainability, international policy, or environmental justice, energy law is one of the most influential legal areas of the 21st century. In the next episodes, we'll cover space law, tax law, and other emerging domains that shape our global legal future. You're watching the Learning Studio, and this is the Law Series, where power meets policy and law meets the energy of change.